Hey beautiful souls, Denise Jarvie here and welcome back to my channel. If we haven't met yet, my mission is to help you reconnect with your authentic voice. This is a space we explore the mystical aspects of life, sharing insights to inspire and deepen the connection to your soul wisdom. So today, what are we going to do? I am going to do a little 4-card reading today with my Tarot of Light to show you how I use them. And we'll also do a little intention meditation at the beginning. We'll do the reading. I'll also use my Flower of Life cards because I always choose one at the end of a reading to give the overall message, just so you can see my process and how you can incorporate these things yourself if you want. So we'll do that. Then we will do a little bit of journal work. We don't have to do it today. I'll give you the questions to do, and then you can either pause the video or you can do it later. And then we'll do a little meditation to finish today. So it's like a whole session with me today. And what I may get you to do in a session if you come to see me, but also it's something that you can do and, as I said, incorporate into your readings at home or for other people. So let's get started. We're going to use my Tarot of Light. This is my tarot deck that has been out for a little while now. It's been out for a few years now. Oh, we have a visitor. We have Dave the cat come to visit. And also, while we're talking about visitors, E.T. decided he wanted to come and visit us today, and to remind us that there are many different ways that life can be on this earth and in the universe. So the same life force that flows through you and me and Dave also flows through every living being on this planet and throughout the universe. So the same life force, as I said, that flows through you and me, flows through the trees, the mountains, the animals, the plants, the planets, the universe. We all have different agendas, of course, but it is the same life force. And if you can reconnect back to that, connect back to that in your heart, you can feel that anywhere in the universe. You can really connect to any other sentient being on the earth or within the universe. So E.T. wanted to just be here and let us know that today, that whatever life comes in, life is life. And we're learning, as we learn to respect and love ourselves, we're learning to respect and love life in all its forms. So he has a message for us as well because he talks. So let's see what he has to say. Oh. I don't think the burp was the best thing, but anyway, let's try it again.
Follow me.
And you can see his little finger lights up as well. He's very cute. Let's try one more.
Ho, ho, ho.
And his little heart was lighting up as well. So one last one to finish.
I'm E.T.
There we go. So we'll pop him back up there and he can be with us throughout the reading today. Oh, let's pop him up. There we go. And so, yes, as I said, just a reminder that life comes in many forms and we need to respect all of life. First of all, we need to respect ourselves, of course, first. And if we respect ourselves, we're going to respect everyone else and every other living being as well. And just something, I'm just getting a message as well to remind us that if you ever find yourself judging anything upon the earth, a person or a situation, just take a breath. Just stop and take a breath and ask yourself, where do I judge that in me? Because you would not be judging anything if you did not judge yourself. And so I don't ever want you to judge yourself. I want you to be really gentle with yourself. You know, we don't want to be at war with ourselves. We want to be in a place of loving ourselves, because in that place of loving ourselves, we can connect to our heart. And when we connect to our heart, we can open our hearts and be ready for all the manifestations that are coming in, to receive all of those. It also helps you to be in the present moment, where you can be open, you can see the opportunities that are coming your way, and you can act on them. Of course, if you're in the future or in the past, or we're worrying about other things outside of ourselves, we're not connected to that and we don't see it. We don't see the synchronicities, we don't see the signs. Well, we might see them, but you know, that's when people come to me and say, what does it mean? And it's like, well, ask yourself, or ask the sign, because that's why it turned up. So, I'm sorry, we went on a little jaunt there somewhere. Anyone that knows me tends to know that that can happen with me. Sometimes I think I need somebody around me to wrangle me back into the center, because it's easy for me to spin out. An idea comes, a message comes, and before I know it, I'm spiraling out over there, and it's like I need somebody to pull me back here. So I'm going to ask my guides and my angels, light beings and loved ones, to just help to keep me really present today, so that we don't go all over the place. Let's just do a quick little meditation before we start, and that will just help me to ground, and it'll help us to ground, and it'll give you an intention for the reading as well. So let's just quietly sit. And if you like, you can close your eyes. And just know, in the closing of your eyes, it's much easier to go inward into your inner world and let go of the outside world. And let's ask the Tarot of Light today to bring forward the messages that you need, I need, we all need to hear today. Something that will help us in our life, help us to understand something, to give an answer to something. And your intention is to just be as still as you can, to open your heart and to listen and receive. Take a deep breath in, and just imagine as you breathe, you're breathing beautiful, soft pink light into the room. This is the light of your higher self flowing into the room. Imagine that it fills the whole room with beautiful soft pink light, and just breathe in that light. And breathe out all things that you no longer need. Anything, any tension or tightness that you may have been hanging on to, just let it all go. Take a deep breath in. Breathe that beautiful light deeper and deeper within you. Let it surround your heart. Let it melt any walls away. Let it melt any hard edges. And just begin to feel you coming into your center, being the love that you are for you. And knowing that loving yourself is to care about how you feel. Be gentle, be easy, and know that you are loved and you are loved. Take a deep breath in and out. Let's be present right here, right now. Gently open your eyes. And let's just gently shuffle the cards. Gently. Well, that was a bit odd, wasn't it? Gently shuffle the cards. That's right. You shuffle however you want to shuffle. And obviously I'm choosing these cards for me and for all of us today and for you. So whatever it is that you need to know today, the cards will give some sort of answer for you. So when you're shuffling the cards, you can shuffle like this, you can shuffle however you want to. And if you find that the cards are too big, you can always spread them over at the table and just choose a card. Choose the cards that way. There's no right or wrong way to shuffle. You can shuffle for as long as you want to. And when you finish shuffling, you can also cut the deck too, if you like. I tend to cut it into 3 and then put it back. And, you know, you don't have to do that either. Just if you feel like doing something, do it. Because all of this work is about helping you to reconnect back to you and to trust your inner voice. So go easy on yourself. So the page of stars just came out, which is the page of wands, the equivalent to the page of wands. Curiosity. So maybe we're all a bit curious about something. I'll do another walkthrough about the actual card deck, but for today I'm just going to use it, otherwise it'd go on and on and on. So, right, now, I've finished shuffling and I'm going to cut the deck in 2. There we go. Now I'm going to take the cards from the top, but you can take them from anywhere in the deck if you like. Okay, so we're going to do a 4-card reading, just a simple one. So card number 1 will be the present, what is going on for you in the moment. The second will be the challenge, so any obstacles that may be occurring. The third will be guidance from your higher self or your soul, and the 4th one will be the outcome, so where this reading is leading, where it is leading you. Okay, so I've shuffled. I'm going to take 4 cards off the deck. So we've got the first card, which is the present, the second, third, and the 4th. Okay, so the Ace of Stars is the present card. So this is where you are now. This is wonderful because aces are new beginnings, and this is a new beginning. The stars are related to the wands, and this is all about a whole new creative beginning for you. So this is where you are right now. You've been asking you different questions. You've been asking ways to move forward. What is it that I want to create? What is it that I really want in life? What dreams do I really want to bring into fruition? What do I want to manifest? And you can see when you look at this card that the waves here, all these colourful waves, it's like all of the, not chaos within you, but all of your desires, all of that that's inside of you that wants to be created is started to stir. So those questions you've been asking are starting to stir that. And the star up here is saying it's very much that orangey red energies, so very much the sacral, about creation. What do you want to create? What do you want to give birth to? So this is where you are now. You're actually asking different questions about your life and about where you want to go and what it is that you want to do. Okay, so that's where we are now. So the challenge is the 3 of trees. Okay, so for me, with the 3 of trees, it's 3 of pentacles. So for me, that's very much about being grounded. So this is the challenge that stops you from moving forward with this. So 1, it's to be grounded, and 2, it's to be dedicated to something, to keep trying it. It's not like you do it once, you do it once or twice, 3 times, and it doesn't work out the way that you wanted, and you just give up. So this is saying perseverance. You've just got to be dedicated to that. And you may need to ask other people to help you, because that's what this card tends to, the theme of this card as well, is that you have the idea, but you don't have all of the information that you need, and there might be someone that you can co-create with. It also might just mean that you can look for information, that if you're not sure how to do something, go on YouTube. Go on YouTube and ask what it is that you can do. I don't know why I'm burping. Goodness gracious. What am I not digesting about when I said YouTube? I have my own issues. Sorry, I'm going to digress again. I have my own issues around doing YouTube. I mean, I've actually had a channel since 2013 or 2014, and I put some videos on for a while, and then I sort of gave up. So exactly what we're talking about here. Where in your life have you started something and maybe given up, not persevered, not been dedicated enough to it to make it work? Because that's the thing, it's turning up and being consistent. And how many of us don't turn up into our lives? So where in your life are you not turning up? That's something to ask yourself as well. And also where you can ask for help or find help out. So that's the challenge, is to learn to ask for help. Yeah, I'm laughing at myself there. And where you can find out other information that you need, and trying things out, getting out of your comfort zone as well, doing something different. So the guidance from your higher self is the 5 of Hearts. It's the sorrow card. And I think what is what is coming up with that, the message is that even if you feel a little bit sad, don't give up. The sorrow is there because you're stepping into a whole new arena in your life. That's what's going to happen. You're going to step into the unknown. You're stepping into something new which you want to create. And sometimes things don't turn out exactly the way that we want. However, that's going to lead you to even better ways that you can create whatever it is that you want in your life. And so go easy on yourself. You know, we're not meant to, contrary to what society tells us sometimes, we can't have happy days every day, because if we did, there would be no contrast of life, and life would be quite boring. You know, it would be, and I know that can sometimes be a bit of an odd thing to say, because, you know, people will say, but I just want peace, or I just want to be happy. And it's like, but think of it this way. You know, we've all seen dogs that are running around in the park, having a wonderful time, chasing balls. I know it's a weird analogy, but just go with it. And they're having an amazing time, but they cannot run 24 hours a day. You know, they might be really happy doing that, but they cannot be doing that all of the time. And the fact that they stop doing it and their owners take them home and they rest gives them an opportunity for the excitement to build again, for them to go and do that again. It's the same thing with us who are hungry. You don't want all the food you're going to eat this life to turn up right now, because if you did, you'd gorge yourself silly, and you wouldn't be able to eat it all, and it would go off. And so we need the contrast of ups and downs, good and bad, to help us to really understand what we love and what it is that we truly want, and also to help us understand what happiness is to us. Time helps us to, because everything is happening right here, right now. We've all been told that. We know that. But time gives us the opportunity for things to happen in increments. Otherwise, if you really wanted something, and if you really wanted instant manifestation, that's fine if it's something that you really want. You know, ding, there it is in front of you, and it's like, oh, I like this. I really like that. But what if it's something that you don't want? You might be annoyed with someone, or something's triggered you, or something's annoyed you, and then you're thinking about that and bang, it's right in front of you. Instant manifestation. It's like, well, we really don't want that. So time gives us the opportunity to get clearer with what it is that we want to create. So we put it out there for what we want to create, our dreams and desires, and then your daily life will help you to get clearer. The contrast of life will help you to get clearer with how you want it, or whether you really do want it. Because don't forget, it's not the words, it's not like I want this and then all of a sudden that goes out there and then that's how you're manifesting. It's all about how your vibration, how you feel, what is emanating from you. So what I mean by that is, you know, often we will, if somebody says to you, how are you today? You know, and, you know, just for polite society, was just say, oh, I'm good, thank you, even though underneath you're feeling like crap today. Just this particular day that they ask you, you're feeling awful, you're not feeling great, but you're saying that you are. So when we're saying things to the universe is not listening to your words, it's listening to how you feel, your vibes. Now, if your vibes and words match, well, of course, we can think it's the words, but it's always the vibration, always your energy, how you're feeling, because that's the language of the universe, is vibration and frequency. So anyway, I digressed. So, sorrow. If you're feeling like things are not going your way, one, as I said earlier, remember that to love yourself is to care about how you feel. So if something has triggered you and you're feeling uncomfortable, you're feeling unhappy, and all of a sudden your coping mechanisms are kicking in, like, oh, I'll go and get something nice to eat, or I'll go and buy something, or I'll go and watch telly, or whatever, I'll go and bitch to someone, whatever it is that you choose to do that helps you to procrastinate or helps you to move away from feeling uncomfortable. If you can feel that, now you're going to become aware of it because I'm talking about it. So the next time it happens and you become aware of it, just stop, take a breath and say, okay, what can I do to make myself feel better right now? Going and eating a packet of chips or going and spending $200 online is not really going to help you, because you're probably going to feel guilty afterwards. You may not, but you know, I'll say for me, I will feel guilty, and then I'm liable to beat myself up. And we don't want to go into that place. So you want to just stop, take a breath, and you know, if anyone has done any healing work, just place your hands on your heart for a few moments. Take a deep breath in and out and ask yourself, what is it that I can do to help myself right now? And so go easy. And remember that if you have an off day, you're having an off day. That's it. You haven't done anything wrong, and you're not being punished. And you're getting clearer with where this path wants to go. That is all. So go easy on yourself. So that's the message from your higher self. Really, just go easy on yourself. Your higher self, your soul, your angels, guides, light beings, loved ones, the universe, God, source, whatever you want to call this energy, always remember that it's love. And when we talk about love in a spiritual point of view, we're talking about completely balanced, centered energy. Now that centered energy is unconditional. So unconditional means unconditional. Everything can be here in this moment. There's no judgment, there's no trying to push something away or pull something towards you. There is just allowing everything to be as it is. You come back to center, and you can use mindfulness techniques to do that. Come back to center, take a breath, be here, and then make a decision. Because if you make a decision, if you're here, or if you're here, so something's really upset you and it's split you in two, and you're over here and you can't see anything good about it. All you can see is all the negative, and you're trying to make a decision from that place. You're going to create more of that in your life because you're not able to see the other side. You're not able to see the positives in that particular side, in that situation. And the same thing goes if you're over here and all you can see is positives, 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 and you can't see any negatives. When you make a decision, you are liable to be hit by something that comes out of the blue, because you, again, haven't looked at the whole situation, not allowing the whole situation. So when something splits you in two, and that can be, oh, this is the best thing in the world, I know this is the way to go, and you know, it's like when we first fall in love with someone and you ignore the red flags. You know, we've all done it. I've done it. And it's like, yeah, whatever. We'll sort that out as we go along. But of course, what has happened there is I'm over here, too busy seeing all the positives and not allowing any of the negatives. That doesn't mean that I have to say no to the relationship or no to the situation. But what it means is that I need to come into center and get some perspective. Because if I'm here and the red flags are there, when those things do turn up in the relationship, I'm going to be disappointed or annoyed, and it's going to push my buttons. So anyway, I'm digressing again, but however, that is leading me to the outcome. The outcome card is the Eight of Cups. Now the Eight of Hearts. Now in the Eight of Cups, the image is somebody walking away from a situation. And so the outcome here is saying, be aware of what you need to put down and leave, and what it is that you need to embrace. So exactly what I was just talking about. So the codependency card, I called this codependency because this was the card that told me it wanted to be on the Eight of Hearts, because I sat with all of Tony's images and all the hundreds that he sent me and meditated on each one and asked them where they wanted to be in the deck and what they wanted to be called. And this one came up as the Eight of Hearts. So when you first look at it, it can look like a loving couple, but of course if you look closer, it's like she's clinging on to him and he's looking past her. It's like he wants to move forward with the relationship, but she just wants to cling to him. That's what codependency is. It's like, where are you codependent in your life? What is it that what outcome do you want for the creations in your life? And if you don't get it, it might make you feel a bit sorrowful. It might make you feel like I'm a bit out of sorts because you're relying on an outcome, or you're relying on something outside of yourself to make yourself feel better. So that's pretty much what codependency is. We don't want to rely on the conditions around us, which is what I just said before. We have to come back to center and be unconditional. We don't want to have to rely on the conditions around us to make us feel better. Okay, so that's where you're going. Remember to take note that this is for you. This isn't to make anyone else happy. This is not to find somebody to do this work with. This is just finding something in your life that you want to create for you. Now, it doesn't have to be anything big. It doesn't have to be a huge business or anything. It might just be going on a daily walk. It might mean just making sure you eat nutritious food, or you meditate, or you do journal work, or you do something to come back and nourish you. And whatever anyone else in your family or friends are doing around you, or workmates, it's not going to knock you off your center. Go easy on yourself. But remember, you always have the ability, to care about how you feel, and you always have the ability to change how you feel, to change your perception about anything at any time. Don't let the outside world run you, because you will feel disempowered, and I really want you to feel empowered. So with that, I am now going to, this is what I do in my readings. I take my Flower of Life cards, and this is why I created these, to use at the end of tarot readings, because all the messages are on the back, upside down. All the messages are on the back. And so I generally get the client to shuffle, and then we choose one card which will give us a little bit of a deeper message about the theme of the reading. So I'm going to shuffle these and take the top card today, and that will give us the deeper message for like the theme of the reading. Going to keep shuffling. Okay, so I've just been told to fan them out. Here I am saying I was going to take the top card, but fan them out and choose a card. Okay, so there we go. We're going to choose a card, and we got Stillness. Okay, so that's the card there. And Stillness says, if your life has become quiet and still in your outer world, know much is happening in your inner world, just like this card. Deep within, the old and the new are stirring, coming together to form a dreamy, liquid creation that oozes into the very fabric of your being. This quiet is the feeling that you have when a dream or a desire is on its way. When this occurs, stay in stillness. Come back to that middle place. Don't look for physical evidence, and don't wonder what you have to do to bring it into being or how it will happen. When you feel the stillness, take a breath and go within. Exhale and relax. Allow the breath of life to soothe, ease, and soften your entire being. Allow the quiet to be there and move through you. From that quiet, the most beautiful sounds you have ever heard and felt become you. You are hearing the whispers of your heart. Listen and hear your wisdom. So that is stillness, and that gives us the overall theme or a deeper message about this reading, that maybe, being dedicated to something, so it's just going with it and knowing when to ask for help. and realizing that if things don't work out exactly the way that you want, it's okay, because there's a lot going on underneath and in the background that is going to bring things into being. And you don't need to rely on the outside world. You don't need to rely on evidence of the outside world that you are on the right path. You just have to come back into you and remember. So again, I just want the Eight of Cups, as I said, is generally cups have spilt over and someone's walking away. And the codependency, I just want to reiterate that this is learning to walk away from the things that don't help you, to just go easy on yourself. That is being still and listening to what you need and what you don't need, and not grabbing onto something because you've always grabbed onto it, because you think if you don't grab onto it, you're going to feel really bad, or something bad is going to happen. We're a bit grabby sometimes because we're trying to hang on to something. We're trying to bring it into our life. And, I'll often say that everything I let go of has claw marks on it because sometimes I have trouble letting go of things. And letting go really doesn't mean that you just have to say, right, that's gone, I'm letting that go. It's more about just letting it be and integrating it and knowing that everything is okay. So now I'm going to get you to do some journal work about the reading and about the cards. And journal work helps you go just a little bit deeper, or, well, not so much but what it also does is help to ground the messages. It gets the stuff out of your head, so you're not overthinking. You're not thinking, oh, what did that mean? What did that mean? It's like you get it down, you get it out, and then it gives a space for new information to come to you, greater information, so the next level of information. But at the same time, you've also got a record of what was occurring and how you felt at that particular time. And that it's like a seed that now the energy has somewhere to go and to start expand and grow. So journal work for me is, I do journal work every day, or most evenings really. I write in the morning, but I'm generally writing for my work. Which always starts with crappy stuff. Often, I'm just going to digress again, people often ask me about my writing, and it's like, for most writers, it's like you've got to warm up. It's like an exercise to start with. So, when I start writing, it's pretty much crap. It's just getting ideas out and putting them down, but then there might be one sentence in a whole page of writing, and it sort of jumps out at me, and I go, oh, I can work with this. I can expand on this idea. Okay, so back to the journal work. Okay, so the questions are, open up your journal or your notes on your device, whatever it is that where you write and do journal work, and ask yourself, card number 1, what does this card reflect in your current situation? Card number 2, what steps can you take to overcome challenges, or to overcome any challenge in your life, or to overcome what you feel is coming up, any obstacles? Card number 3, how can you integrate this guidance? How can you integrate sorrow and be okay with it in your life? That's probably a big one, but it's something to ask yourself. And know that sorrow's okay. It's okay to feel that. Card number 4, what actions can you take about anything that you may be codependent on in your life? So anything that you feel that you might be addicted to, what actions can you take to simplify things, to work with that codependency, and realize that any type of symptoms in our life anything that we do to try and soothe ourselves are symptoms of something greater that's out of balance within us. And so it's like, what can you do? So, and sometimes it's not about taking something away. So if you find that you eat a lot of carbs or eat a lot of things that processed things that you know aren't particularly good for you, instead of taking them away, why don't you start adding more vegetables, or adding a smoothie, or adding something that you know is going to be better for you, that you feel better, a herbal tea. So just try adding things instead of taking things away, because as you start to feel better, the old ways will just fall away from lack of attention. It's slightly a different way to doing things than saying, I've just got to get rid of that and never do it again, because you're setting yourself up for failure anyway. Well, I have every time I've done that for myself, and then I end up beating myself up. So work with those 4 questions. Now, you don't have to write this. You can also draw or illustrate something. I think that's really wonderful, because it's like really tapping into the archetypal aspects of yourself, and you can just doodle something. You don't have to be a great drawer. So if you don't feel like writing, just scribble or doodle something, because it's still getting that energy out. It's getting all of that stuff out that you don't need, all the things that you need to start building something new. Okay, so that was the journal work. So that tends to be some homework I will get clients to do, because I'm a soul coach as well, and I want to be able to give you ways to integrate this work into your life to make life better for you, because that's why I'm here, is to help you reconnect back to your authentic voice and live a life from that place. So now we're going to finish off with a little meditation, which just helps to ground us back into the everyday life, as well as being thankful for anything that came up for us today. Okay, so make yourself comfortable again, and just gently close your eyes if you want to. And just take a deep breath in and out. And imagine that soft pink light is still swirling around you. It's filling the room. And in that soft pink light is all the information from the reading today that you need to just allow to flow into you. So breathe that beautiful soft pink light in, and know that all the information that you need is flowing inside of you on that soft pink light. You don't have to hold it in your head, and you don't have to try and figure it out. It's just breathe it in, let it fill you up, and then breathe out. And imagine that you're breathing in soft pink light, and you're breathing out soft pink light. And you become soft pink light. Because at the heart of you, you are light. And you are love. And you are so loved. And your guides want you to know today that whatever you do in your life, they love you. They don't judge you, because they are unconditional. And they are grateful for all of the experiences that you have, because they grow through your experiences. They expand. The universe expands. So no matter what you experience, they grow and become more. And the universe grows and becomes more. And they also want you to know that they are always, always with you and always around you. They never leave you. In every moment of every day and of every night, They are beaming to you the truth of you, the love of you, all of the beauty and wonderment of your soul and of you. And it is constantly being shone to you in every moment. It is you that doesn't tune into it. When we don't tune into it, we feel like we're disconnected. So know that it is always available for you, and they are always shining it to you, shining it upon you. And isn't that wonderful to know that they are always around you and always shining your love of you back to you in all moments. Gently take a deep breath in and out. Call all your energies back to this moment, to this place. Be fully present right here, right now. Fully grounded into your life, your beautiful life. And go out and create. Breathe in and breathe out. And open your eyes if they are closed. But open your eyes to the new creative opportunities all around you. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey today. It has just been wonderful, and I hope it helped you. If you want any more information, just check out in the description box below all of the info and resources. And if you really found that this helped you today, please subscribe to the channel, because it helps me to make more videos like this. And leave a comment. Let me know how you went, and let me know if this type of content is something that you like, or if there is something else that you would like me to do. So once again, thank you so much for joining me, and always remember to be kind, curious, and dream big.